Hello everyone, welcome back and thank you for watching again one of my videos. This is if you have seen my previous videos, you know that I've been planning a couple of modifications on my awesome IBO Gundam Vidar, and this is an awesome model. I enjoyed it a lot assembling it. And it's really fast, it's really quick, and you can do a lot of little things to make it look really awesome. So one of the things that I'm doing right now, my plans, if you have seen before my videos, it's regarding this side pieces where you keep the swords that they use as a replacement. So one of the things that is interesting is when they did the model, they give you a set of replacement swords for your thing. It's a runner. The issue is it's just a runner and stays there, right? So it's just a shame actually to have the replacement there. If you have seen the series, you know that he pulls the swords from the side piece, and it actually works. I mean, if you have it here, you can get the sword there, right? But the issue is that since they're in a single runner, then they don't come out. So I have seen people experimenting, cutting this out, separating them, and then they put them inside. But one of the things that somebody mentioned about this process is that, let me just put this back together, and I'm gonna keep this one without it. This is it. So if you put the sword inside, kind of does work, that you can pull it off. A little bit tight, but you can. But the issue is that once you put it inside your model, your Gundam model, and you flip it, it's gonna fall off. So when you're, posing the model, one of the issues that you usually have is that you cannot pose it in a way that the side skirts are flipped backwards or something like that, because they're gonna fall off. So what I was thinking when I saw that is okay, so it would be interesting if Bandai would have added something like polycarbonate kind of piece in here that it fits tighter with the swords, so you can actually put them inside and then they hold. And then I thought, and if you have seen a couple of my videos before, I was testing process of using Sugru. If you don't know what Sugru is, I'll put the link in the underneath my video. And this is a really interesting project that was developed in United Kingdom by an industrial designer, and it's a self-curating silicone that once you open it up and it gets oxygen, it starts drying out to the point that it becomes a silicone. So I have a couple of pieces of here that dried out, and if you see, they basically become really soft and flexible, so they actually work as a polycarbonate, right? I am working with red because I use it for a different purpose, and this is the one that I have opened, but I bought this package online. I think it was $11, and it actually comes with black, gray, white, red, and a couple of things for assembling your projects at home. So I'm going to use my Sugru, and I'm going to use this red one, and my plan is I'm going to put some little pieces inside and make it tighter. So if I cut this ones out, or when I cut this ones out and put it inside, they're not going to fall off. So this is the initial part of my process. So let me just get my hands into it and I'll show you how. Okay, so first thing that you have to do, you have to have a piece of Sugru outside the bag. This is one issue because once you open the bag, it basically starts curating and it becomes harder and harder. So if you're just using a small piece, you ended up wasting a lot of Sugru, right? So once you have, one of the things that I did is I clip it here. I'm gonna, after I clip it, I'm actually gonna seal it here. There's a whole video on my channel if you wanna see it that explains the whole process. And it's actually good because you don't waste sugru. That is really cool material to actually hold in your house and do things with it. So first thing that you want to do is you want to keep a small piece of sugru with you. You want to have it outside the bag, and it's really malleable. You can actually, I'm going to cut 3 little pieces of it, right? And I want them to be sort of like the same size. Once you have your pieces of sugru there, I'm gonna put it inside the thing, and that shadow that you just saw passing by, that's my cat. So I'm gonna put it inside the side skirts. If you see here, I already tried it, but for the sake of a video, I just pull it off and I'm gonna put it again. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually gonna put these little pieces of it. One of the things that I noticed is that if you leave it to dry a little bit outside of a bag, just a couple of minutes, then it becomes easier. The sorts won't stick as much as if you just pull it out. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the same runner with the sorts, and I'm gonna do a little bit of pressure. I don't want to do a lot. I want to actually keep it a little bit, you know, loose. I don't want to put too much pressure, because if I do, they're gonna stick too much. So I'm gonna do it little by little, right? Just pull it out, and they're getting the shape. As you see here, it's getting the shape of the sorts in there. Let me see if I get the camera to focus. You see the shape there that it's getting. So I'm just gonna put it there, push a little bit harder, and as soon as I get enough, I'm just gonna push with the other part to see that it closes, right? Pull it off again, and gently remove the runner of the sorts. And then I have these markings here, as you can see here. There you go. So this is going to be inside. Let me see if I get the focus. So this is going to be inside of the sword, and hopefully it's going to hold the sorts in there, and so they don't fall off, right? I'm going to do the same process with the other side, and I have to let it dry for about 24 hours. One of the things that you can do is you can let it dry for about an hour, and then it's not going to be completely curated, but it's still moldable, and you can put the sorts inside again and press again, so you correct if there's still something missing out of it. So let's do the other one, and I'll show you once it's done. Okay, so it's been around 8 or 9 hours that I finished doing putting the sugru on the pieces, on the side skirts. And as you can see, it's already curated, and you can see the shape of it there, right? The shape that the swords left in there. So they're gonna fit perfectly. So if I put this on, they're just gonna fit there, right? And this is what we're looking for. Now you can see this one that is already closed. Sugru is in there, and if I put the sword in here, see, it just stays there. You can press a little bit and put it on, push it on, and it stays there. It's not gonna fall, right? And you can still, I mean, it's gonna be a little bit tougher because now it's a little bit more tight, but it still works. You can pull it off with the handle. This is what I was looking for, and I think it worked great. Might just do some like cleaning on the sides with the knife, with X-Acto knife, so it's the shape is better inside. But besides that, I think that I achieved what I wanted. So next step is gonna be just working with the frontal skirt in with the guns. So as I mentioned before in another one of the videos, I'm just gonna do this, the removing the handles of the guns and then adding magnets to it so they can stay there. But that's gonna be another video. So thank you for watching. I hope it's an interesting way of like hacking, changing, modifying your Gundam model, and that you start working with Sugru as an option. Thanks for watching. Bye.